All right, we're back. So I'll show you what else I've done since you guys were at Rytech. Now we're back. We demoed the closet inside. We'll show you that. And now I'm installing the attic stairs. Here, let's take a walk through. Let's take a walk through here and I'll show you what we've done since we were last on camera. All right, so this wasn't here before. So I ended up installing, this is gonna be a closet. So end up framing this out for a 36-inch door that will swing against this wall. So this will be a closet space. I think Matt already ordered shelves for this. I don't know what he ordered. He might have ordered lever rack. I don't even know what he actually ordered. He just said shelving. So it's gonna be, I think he ordered 8 feet tall. So there'll be a couple feet on top to store on the top shelf, and I think it's 24 deep. So this is done. I just have to do one more skim coat, and then we're waiting for doors. They're supposed to be here this week. Then we gutted this. So now got the AC moved into the attic. So now we have this space. So this is basically under the stairs here. So now we have this space free. So this was demoed today. The wall is ready to receive slat wall and cabinet. So the wall is basically done with the exception of texture. I have to texture, I think we're gonna leave that end wall textured. This is getting all slat wall. This inside will get texture here. And this will get texture. And obviously this will get textured, and this backside will get textured, as well as the patches that I had to do in the ceiling where I had to cut in for blocking. So now I'm back at that. So I'm on the stairs. So we'll get this done, and then we can check that off the list. Obviously I'll have to trim around the stairs, the attic stairs, when I do the doors, because it's the same trim. It's 1x3, so it's, you know, basically 3/4 by 2.5. The other thing I'm doing is gonna cut in a door here. So I had Roberto come out and pull the refrigerant back out of the mini split because I was, the original I thought was the door was gonna go in here, but it can't. There's stuff there. So it's gotta go here. So I have to pull this evaporative coil or that cartridge off the wall. So in order to do it, I have to drain all that. We had to drain all that, or vacuum out, or whatever. Vacuum out, yeah, that's the right word. Evacuate, thank you, Michael. Brain fart. We had to evacuate the refrigerant. So I'm gonna have to install a header, which is for the, in brick or in block, it's called a lintel, L-I-N-T-E-L.
I always think of like lentils, you know, like
lentil soup? Yeah.
It's a big Egyptian.
L-I-N-T-E-L, yeah. So what I have to do is cut this out and then cut a slot above that's basically 4 feet wide by 8 inches tall. So it's 1 block high. That's where we are.
Got it, Mike.
So we have plenty to do.
So we're just gonna get the stairs in. There's nothing really beautiful about the stairs.
No, it's pretty, how about I just do it and then we'll show you when it's done. I'll pull them down and we can say, hey, look, the stairs are done.
Yeah, we could do that.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure that it's pretty boring to install stairs. So it's basically a frame, that frame goes in and then the stairs bolt it.
Very beautiful magic stair setup.
Yeah, it's not doable. Even still, the trusses are like barely fit. So yeah, the magic stairs definitely wouldn't fit because they need to be much wider. All right?
All right, Mike, carry on.
I'm gonna carry on, Mike. Go ahead. Oh yeah, what was the consensus? So, okay, I'll have to go look myself to see what the comments are.
Or a vegetable.
Yeah.
Or a fruit.
You know, I guess it would be more like a fruit than a vegetable.
Because it's got the seeds.
Because it's got seeds inside. I don't know what distinguishes.
You said it was a squash.
It's a squash. I think a squash is a squash.
Yeah.
A tomato's a fruit, and fruits are fruit.
Nightshade.
But it's a fruit.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, I understand it's a nightshade, but it's a fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are important questions.
These are, I mean, the world needs to know. I mean, probably, who would know that? I know a horticulturalist does, that's the person that studies all plants. I don't know if there's a certain person that studies vegetables. And we should. Experts, please chime in, let us know. Because I can't eat another squash till I know what it is.
What are you drinking there, Foxtail?
Foxtail coffee, Mike. That's where we went and got some coffee for lunch.
So maybe the cabinets are going to arrive. Like,
they're supposed to be between 2 and 4.
Right now.
Yeah, right? I think they'll knock on the door. We got Riz. Okay.
Take it serious.
All right. So the framework's installed. So now the last thing to do, I've got the ladder back bolted to the trap door here. So what we have to do is they want us They, meaning me, wants us to measure the right length there. So what I'm doing is hold, that's full position, you know, down, and then I'll measure from the floor to here, because this is where we need to cut it. So basically I need to have it, let's see, looking at probably about, I think I might cut it a little long, and then I can trim it to custom fit, Mike.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna get this right here. There's no real excellent way to measure this. Probably need another person to hold down that. I think we're gonna go with 12 inches. So right there. So we need to make, and they don't want you to cut at an angle like you think you would need to do, because it comes with feet that actually make that angle for you. So you cut it squarely, and then these go on and
That's very fancy. Mike.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, Mike, we would define this as carpentry.
Would we? Yeah. I don't know. I did hear that OG's Carpenter has a GT3 RS. Yeah. Tips, tricks, and whatever. Okay. So here we go. Now we get this out. I think I'll use the skill saw here. I like the Milwaukee, but like I said, I kept blowing through batteries, plus the blade's dull. Like that. Now these little feet drop in. Hey Ryan. Everything. What's up with you?
Nothing much.
Did you win your last game?
Yep.
Nice work. Okay, so. I think we nailed it. Well, maybe, well, no, because it's flexing. I think that's pretty good, because we want everything, you want this to butt up, which it is. And that is, I think we're good. You know, hey, this is important here.
It is.
You know, you don't need one down there, just right here, you know?
It starts getting dangerous.
Yeah, it starts getting dangerous at about 10-foot level here. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and call it, Mike. I say that's excellent work. New day. So while I'm working on drywall in that closet, getting that finished, the cabinets just showed up. And Chase is pretty upset about something. I'm not sure exactly what, but yeah, so here we are. Cabinet guy.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hey, little buddy.
Chase, relax.
Is this for your garage? Is it like a whole?
Yeah, it's for the garage. That's what we do. We do, so this is our YouTube channel, and then we do garages. So this just happens to be the owner of the company's house we're doing this in, so.
It's called the Test Garage. Check us out.
Yeah, like and subscribe, please.
What's it called?
Obsessed Garage.
Obsessed Garage, yeah.
Oh, it is. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
It looks like a lot, but it's not the whole trailer, so that's good.
One thing that we should mention, Mike, the ProSlat, they package this really well. Remember when we opened up?
Yeah, it was all good. It was all good. Now FedEx has unpackaged some of it, so.
Like I said, it was taller than I could reach, so we had to.
How did they get it? On an open truck? How did they get it to you?
Probably on a 53-footer. So why they didn't put this on a 53-footer, I don't know. That was my first thought. Why
Yeah.
why do I have to go through all this? We're still playing catch up from the hurricane.
I got you.
Oh, fancy pillows. Good, good, good.
It looks like you got
Right there.
enough to do
At
a
least
whole wall of something.
that's the plan. Yep. Thanks, man.
All right. Hey, you guys
Appreciate
have
you.
a good day, man.
You too. Thank you.
Are we rolling, Mike?
We are.
Okay. We can't be rolling because we're not filming. We're dataing.
Yeah, correct. Data acquisition.
Yeah, data acquisition. All right, so I fixed the drywall in the closet where it never used to be, because if you remember, there was a shelf up to here. Patched all that, patched all this, taped it, single coat of mud for now. So I'll get this to look nice, and then we'll have to texture this when we texture everything else. But while this is sitting, now that I've checked this kind of off the list as far as this stage, we can start maybe playing around with some SwissTrax in here. So obviously we curated, dropped that off today. The cabinets are here. So I think what I want to do is start over there, take all that stuff, put it over here, put all the SwissTrax in the driveway, clean this floor, and then we can start getting this in. And then we can, once we get this down all the way up to the new wall, we can stack the cabinets where they're gonna go. So I'm gonna clean this up, get all this stuff out of the way, and work on that.
Cool.
Does that sound like a plan?
It sure does.
Is that data worthy, Mike?
It is data worthy.
All right, we'll do it. So it's slate gray and white.
Really?
That is
Is it white? Really?
that is a stark contrast here, Mike. Look over here.
I said.
Should I shade it? There, it's white for sure. Glacier white? I don't know. Polar white? I'm not sure what white's called in SwissTrax, but it's white. So it's going to be, because the cabinets are black with what color doors?
Black.
Oh, it's all black?
But the handles are stainless.
Oh, okay. So that's the Lux. Okay.
Yeah, the
So,
handles have that stainless. They look like kind of like.
all right. So I wasn't sure if it was black with white like yours, and then it was white and the gray.
Yeah.
So it's not tying in. So it's just stainless. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the plan.
You're not gonna come help us?
So we're starting in the, if you're facing the garage, right-hand corner, because it all builds that way and that way. So I'm gonna snap a few together, slide it, and then we'll get it in position, check out where the, I think what we're gonna do is carry the edge right to the edge of this because it drops off again.
Think about it, it's too hot.
The garage door sits down here, so I think we're gonna stop right at that radius.
You're putting like the direct orientation.
Yeah, that's correct.
How do you have
So it orientates, so it's gonna be pegs into looped edge, and then we're building, loops are gonna point towards the left and towards the back of the garage. So this is just to throw these three in, see how what we wanna do is kind of lay out from widthwise so that our border ends up the same distance from the wall on both sides.
Oh, I see.
So we got to kind of lay out one long strip and see where that lays out and figure out where, because this, I think this will end up being probably a border. I would want it to start here, if that works, you know, out, because this is basically one more piece or close to it. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be about a piece. And then we're doing baseboard in this garage. So we're going to hold it quarter inch off of the wall for expansion. Since the sun comes in late in the day here, it'll be hitting this. So it does grow. So if you've ever put SwissTrax in, you butt it right up against the wall and the sun hits it, you know, by late afternoon, it'll kind of bow in the center, kind of it'll heave up a little bit.
Pretty lucky there. You got full tile, no cut.
Well, we have a cut because I'm going to fill that in.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying.
But yeah. Well, we don't know, so that's the key. So now we may have to shift this one way or the other so that our border ends up similar on both sides. You know? So that's what we're playing with here. So I'll probably put this in all the way down, get our start strip going, and then we'll see where it lands, and then we can play with the border.
This is really gonna upgrade my street cred here in this neighborhood. Having some flooring in. How many times am I gonna have to answer what this is? What is that flooring?
Ooh, I think we don't cut that side and we just cut a sliver here on this side because it's hardly even noticeable. That way we don't have to cut both sides. So we're about an inch away from here. So if we slide it half an inch that way, have a half-inch gap on both sides, we're gonna cut a half-inch sliver for that side and this side. So it makes more sense. You're never gonna see the half-inch difference with our border. So I think we just leave this, cut a 1 inch on this side and leave that alone. Actually, we won't even have to cut an inch because it's got baseboard. So I think we just kind of lucked out there.
So we have to make 0 cuts?
Well, maybe 0 on that wall. Maybe if the slat wall and the base doesn't cover this side, we might have to cut like a 1 inch piece. But yeah, no cuts right now.
So I'm doing black cabinets. So you guys accuse me of doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm doing a white border. Getting crazy here. And notice you got the little curve here. It'll carry this. We might need to throw, well actually once we do the baseboard, it'll eventually carry this little slope. No problem.
I think it's cool. I mean, it's definitely, the border is brighter. It's definitely more noticeable than the black. The black is definitely more subtle. I feel like the slate gray has gotten darker, but maybe because it's next to white. But the black, I mean, that's definitely going away. That'll be gray. But for now, it places it and he can drive in and out on it. It's a good choice. And people are always giving him a bad time about not being bold enough, you know?
This garage is pretty different.
Than his normal, yeah.
The Lux cabinets.
Yeah, because normally he goes with everything absolute top tier, right? And the Lux is pretty nice, but I mean, it's not as expensive, but it's pretty nice. I don't think he'll be sacrificing much of anything going with him.
I mean, when you're used to like the Rousseau.
Well, the fit and finish, oh sure, yeah, it's pretty amazing. I'm not gonna say it's not, but I don't think he's gonna be like, oh man, these are, no, I think he'll like them. I can't hear you, can you put a mic on? Yeah, they do. They wanna see you and they wanna hear you. I don't know, you know what I'm gonna do though? I tell you, what I've been thinking about doing is I'm gonna take a picture of you and I'm gonna post it with you in the camera and then I'm gonna tag OG in it and Matt will, oh, you'll delete it. Shoot, that's.
I control everything.
I know you do,
I
you do.
control the narrative.
Do you? The narrative. Oh yeah, it is, you're right. Yeah, it is. I almost blew past it, didn't I? I'm too busy talking about your silky voice, apparently. It's so easy to install. It's the most instant gratification you're going to get out of any garage build is just throwing the flooring down. Because you can start to finish it in a day and be like, wow, huge transformation. 2 cars is going to take you about 2.5, 3 hours, I guess. Then the cuts, depending on how many you have to make, could take that much more time. Yeah, so I saw a comment that said it was fruit.
The pumpkin that is a fruit or the squash is a fruit?
I don't know. Well, pumpkin is a squash. So that one kind of baffled me. No, pumpkin is a squash, so, but the question is a squash a fruit or a vegetable? Let's be clear, that's the question.
Well, people have.
I could just simply Google it.
Let's really.
Shall we settle it right now and Google it? Hey Siri, is a squash a fruit or a vegetable? It's considered a fruit because it contains seeds and develops from a flower, producing part of the plant.
Now, is a pumpkin.
However, generally it's considered a vegetable in food preparation.
But is a pumpkin a squash, which would make it a fruit?
Of course it's a squash. Absolutely. Pumpkin is a squash.
Google that.
Is a pumpkin a squash? Yes, a pumpkin is a type of squash.
You know it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, I'm really quite the horticulturist, Mike. But then there's Chasey, best dog in the world. So what I like to do is toss him facing the right way. And then I just lean over, snap him in place, and then makes it a lot easier than having to turn him while you're hunched over. So then I just go back, place them like that, because they're already clocked the right way. And Mike, when you walk around with your camera, you can stomp them in.
Yeah, that's one of my talents.
Yeah, you're really good at it, Mike. You wear your, because you have your, show everybody your boots, Mike.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's, they're military grade. Hoka? I don't know what brand that is, Mike. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is that like Schwalumbia, like your hiking boots you used to have?
It's popular.
It is. So do you wear your on clouds very much?
No, I don't do that.
Huh?
I'm a man of taste.
Man of taste, you're not a villager.
So where are you going to stop? Because obviously we don't want to mess this up.
Right, so I'm gonna stop probably, because I'm gonna have to cut that doorway. I'll probably stop right about here, my guess. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rows, or no, 3 more rows, I should say. Total of 6 from there, and then we'll taper it back because we don't want to have to lift up to put more tiles in, so it'll kind of look like this, you know, far over as we can get. Yeah, tile and talk. I like that, Mike. That's a good one.
Yeah, the same people or
You're really a creator, Mike. Well, yeah, there are all kinds of creating. This is kind of satisfying, I will say. It's there's a little less thought has to be given in doing this than framing and doing drywall and electrical. So this is, I'm not going to say it's dumb work, but it's definitely I don't have to use all my brain cells.
It seems a bit weird here, like I'm not supposed to be doing this or something, you know? It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like getting this garage set up, I know I had the picture of it. I don't know, it's just gonna, feels like I'm getting a new car or something, you know? This neighborhood is just gonna, I'm telling you, I just feel it, this whole garage idea here is gonna just start this town on fire. It's gonna be awesome. So then, when you're building a garage, normally you're moving crap around. So now that we have our tile set up, I'm just take my crap, put it on the tile, after I sweep everything up. Just got to get the tile down so that way I can bring the cabinets in, and I think the white border will go there. About a tile in front of the cabinets. I thought about bringing it to where the parking area would be, but you know, you try to lay out the parking area exactly, it never works out exactly the way you want, because the tiles, you can't just put a cut tile like in the middle of the floor. I think that makes sense, just around the perimeter, just to break up the floor a little bit, rather than just doing all gray. Yeah, I mean, it's literally been like 60 degrees until I have to do some manual labor, and then it gets frickin' 90 degrees again. Tell you what, my AC, it's working great though. The master bedroom is solved. And we moved in the house, I couldn't stay in the master bedroom without leaving the door open, because all the ductwork was all crushed and jank. So Roberto got us all dialed in. And then any sweating issues that we were having, it's still gonna sweat, but now we have a drain pan.
No!
It's starting to come together, Rye.
Yeah.
You gonna come help?
No.
How do they know the answer to that? Come on, you're the originator. You helped me do the original floor. We need to get an updated photo.
Why you put white?
Well,
I like it.
That's number one, first comment. You're the first commenter. No!
I do it.
Don't ruin it.
I didn't start one.
Put it on right.
yep, just like that. They're all facing the right way, so just click them in.
2 steps forward, 1 step back, Rye. That's the way it goes.
Dad, guess where I was at?
Where?
Math tutoring.
Oh, nice. How'd that go? See, if you do it wrong, you just ruin the peg. Look, you have to make sure you put it on before you step on it.
And I didn't ruin it.
I changed my mind. I don't want your help. How'd the math tutor go?
Better than the SwissTrax install.
Needs a SwissTrax install tutor. They even need to know how to do this mic. We've shown them 1,000 times. So you don't need the floor tile cutter. Everybody starts freaking out. This is the first time we used the floor tile cutter in a long time. So this thing's kind of hard to find. And if you're only doing one floor, it's not worth the 800 bucks. Or 5 minus 1 baby. Same one. I can put those. Ooh, I like this finish. I thought it was gonna be gloss black. It's like MSS plus black. So it's a Fusion plus cabinet just with a different door. So then I guess on these, they send you the face separately. That's what all those other little boxes are. And then I can just slide these in position and roughly into position. ProSlat deal. Adjustable shelves.
Yes, I says this part's like satisfying after all the kind of playing around, mocking it up. What happened? Well, I think that's installed good enough.
I think it's good.
Throw the top on her. Throw on the top and just call it.
Done.
This is called the slide and use.
Yeah, just good.
So we don't mount these to the wall, or we do?
Well, they don't mount off the floor. There's feet on there.
But feet already
mount.
on there?
We still screw them to the floor. Yeah, there's feet.
Yeah. I'm so used to Rousseau and Lista being up here. I feel like a squatty. I'm gonna jack those feet up as high as I can get them.
And we have to go that way 2 more inches, so the casing is going to work fine.
Gives us an idea of what it's gonna feel like. It's pretty substantial.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Okay.
I think it feels all right over here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's fine. Yeah. Totally.
Here in these normie cabinets, like I'm like, well, I don't want this. We're gonna have to build another house here soon.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd call it normie.
Yeah.
It's heavily modified already.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. Well, I guess this is it for the day, huh? For the video. Wrap calling it here. So next up, got some more drywall to do in the closet. I've got the upstairs closet to take care of. We've got doors that'll hopefully be here this week, Thursday or Friday, I'm hoping. As soon as doors land, then I can take that cartridge off the wall and get this hole cut. Got the other 3 doors to install, so that's coming up.
Yeah. All this like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, we're getting close. To like now, you can see what happens. It goes fast. This part is the easy part. It's all the prep work that's the hard part. And then I think the nervous part is I spend all this money and I do all this planning. What is it actually going to feel like when you get it done? I think it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it feels right. You don't want to pack in so much crap that it becomes claustrophobic. Remember I lost 3 feet of the garage by putting this wall in. I think it was the right move.
You would never even know it. This still looks like a big garage.
Yeah, yeah. So remember, it's 24.5 feet deep here. And then we took, 2 feet, less than 2 feet for
So
the
it's
cabinets.
still 22.5. It's still a normal garage wall depth, even
Right.
more.
I mean, my GT3 is going to come to here.
Yeah, yeah.
The Raptor will come to here.
Yeah, your average garage is 21 deep and about 21 wide. So
Right.
this is already still bigger. Chase just wants to, he didn't like that one. He didn't like where that was.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's great.
So, yeah, I'm interested. I'm going to off camera. I'll probably go open up a box and see what the faces look like. Let's
Yeah,
see.
so the difference with these is you have to put quite a bit together. So you have to put
Yeah.
the drawer faces on, the doors on the closets.
Yeah, so the Fusion cabinets have the same base
Finish
or cabinet or whatever you call that. Same box and then you just change the face.
Yep.
Make sure to see what that's like.
Yeah, I like the finish of these.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, I guess we'll see you tomorrow.